Those in support of this request of Mr. President as amended should say aye.
Aye!
Those in support of this request from Mr. President as amended should say aye. Those against should say nay. That is it.
Welcome back to this channel, my correct, loving, and wonderful people. Not be smarting, no, not be smarting at all. Waiting we no go see for this United States of Nigeria. Waiting we no go see for our politics. Waiting we no go see for our leaders. Everything in Nigeria is possible. You can imagine two best friends, two best associates. Today they have turned to real enemies. A clear case of where they said when the two elephants are fighting, it is the ground and the grasses that suffered. The two elephants are fighting in Rivers State. Who are the people that are suffering? It is the masses. The citizens of the state are the ones suffering when the two elephants who have eaten money, who have seen money, who are making use of the resources are busy fighting. Well, my correct, loving, and wonderful people, finally, both houses, House of Reps and House of Senate, they have all supported Mr. President. They have given approval to the state of emergency that was declared in Rivers State by the President of Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, in collaboration with Wike, because everybody knows it, that Wike hands is strongly involved. So the National Assembly, both House of Representatives and Senate, have finally given the approval today. Based or according to the Constitution, they have given the approval, so everything goes. Remember also that the admiral that was appointed by Mr. President to take over, to oversee the affairs of Rivers State, to stand as the administrator of the state, has finally resumed work today. Yes, so he has resumed work. He's now been declared, and officially he has been sworn in. But before we go into that, let us listen to our National Assembly, how they supported Mr. President by giving an approval to the declaration he made about the state of emergency on Rivers State.
Any more contributions? Any more contributions? So we put the question. Are we ready for the question? Are we ready? Those in support of this request of Mr. President as amended should say aye.
Aye!
Those in support of this request from Mr. President as amended should say aye. Those against should say nay. That is it. Thank you very much. Clerk.
House of Representatives give their own approval before Senate House. According to their rules that is governing their house, whenever the aye is more than the nay, the aye will have it. When the speaker asks, and we all heard from the response that the aye voice was more heard than the nay voice, and that was automatically declared approved. Let us hear from the Senate.
Hence, the Senate in a closed session received briefing from the President of the Senate on the circumstances of the proclamation of a state of emergency declared by Mr. President, Commander-in-Chief, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, President, Commander-in-Chief, Federal Republic of Nigeria, on the state of affairs in Rivers State. And the Senate resolved as follows. 1. The Senate invokes the powers conferred on it by Section 305, subsection 2 of the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as amended, and approve the proclamation of state of emergency declared by Mr. President in Rivers State of Nigeria.
The Senate further directs that the declaration of the state of emergency stated in the proclamation document and the mandate of Mr. President to review, and hereby mandates the President to review and even to terminate the state of emergency at any given time, but not later than 6 months.
The Senate further resolved that Section 11, subsection 4 be invoked, providing the National Assembly the authority to set up a joint ad hoc committee of both chambers to oversight the administration of Rivers State henceforth. The Senate further resolved that the committee to reconcile the warring factions in Rivers State should consist of eminent Nigerians. Distinguished colleagues, the Senate hereby approves the proclamation of the state of emergency 2025 declared by Mr. President in Rivers State of Nigeria.
How the Senate gave their own approval, you have just listened to. Shortly after that, Igboteke Ibas, who was appointed as the sole administrator to take charge, to take control, to see the affairs of Rivers State, one of the biggest economy in Nigeria, one of the biggest state in Nigeria, one of the richest, in fact, in all and all. This man is blessed. Some people have laughed at Rivers State, say, in democracy, a Cross Riverian is coming to rule Rivers State, and it has happened. The man is from Cross River, from Nko, Yakot local government area in Cross River State. That is where the man is coming from, and is now the sole administrator to take charge, to take control, to see everything that will happen in Rivers State for the next 6 months. Be that as it may, Mr. President may either add more months or more years to it, or stop there if the problem will be resolved. If the problem is not resolved, it will continue, and maybe for the remaining 2 or 3 years, 2 years and some months, he is going to be the governor of that state. But by so doing, it is called sole administrator because it's a military personality. It's a military personnel. So, but let's see how things works out. Let's see how it goes. If Wiki and Fubara can be able to settle themselves, because I know that in this Nigeria that we are, we don't have any other arm of government except the executive. No judiciary, no legislature, none is working. All of them are following the directives of the executives. My correct, loving and wonderful people, what is your take on this? Thanks so much for watching. Remain ever blessed till we meet again. Same station. Bye.